Hello, welcome back to Gen 2027. I am your host, Naomi Wandia, and today we are continuing a conversation from last week. And it's really stirred up a lot of conversation pale kwenye mtandao, and we want to just pick it up today. And today, the overrated gender. Unafikiria, who is this overrated gender? Tell us who you think is the overrated gender. On our comments, please just share hapo hivo. And while you're at it, make sure to like and share and subscribe to our channel at 5484 Media. Welcome again to Gen 2027. And first of all, kunradhi for my voice. I have been fighting weather for two all by myself. Yeah, so bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah. So yeah, here we are, Gen 2027, talking about the overrated gender. And basically today what we'll be focusing on is are the women rather over empowered? And is it at the cost of the men? And today with me here, I will be having this conversation alone, and I would like to introduce some lovely people who will be joining. Who will be joining me, and I'd like them to introduce themselves. We'll just start from my far left.
Okay, I'm Joy Obura. So I'm super excited to be a part of this conversation today. So I'm hoping that we'll get some insights and get to be on the same page at the end of it all. So thank you.
Welcome, Joy.
Yeah.
I go by the name of Frank Matthew. I'm an author, blogger, and also a credit controller by profession. And this topic is really interesting.
Yes.
And I have undergone some trauma due to some women.
Okay.
So
we can't wait to hear all about it. Okay. Yeah. So karibu tena guys, if you're just joining us online, make sure to tell us, who do you think this overrated gender is? And even as we dive in, I want to remind you, we know this year is all about, reshaping perspectives as we do as 5484. That's why we are here. And we want to help you, get to your goals. And it all starts with the mind. And we are here to help you reshape your perspective. So make sure to follow us and subscribe on our channels to be able to be updated with our conversations every single day. So let us just go straight into this because I am so excited. Yeah, this conversation is about to start somewhere. Pale kwa comment section. We are ready for that battlefield. Don't know if here we are ready. Are we ready, Joy?
Yeah,
we are ready.
Not.
So even as we start this conversation, I'd like us to just share what's one thing women are able to do today that they weren't able to do 30 years ago. Which is one area that they have been given more power to do right now than 30 years ago. Joy?
Okay, so maybe I'll start. Maybe we can start politically. You can even look at the gender way back, maybe 30 years ago. How many women did you know that held positions of maybe being a member of parliament or just some political positions that have influence? For sure, you didn't even you'll tell me one name and one name only. Maybe Orierogo, that's the only lady I remember. Beyond that, I can't remember. Imagine that's just 30 years, barely 30 years ago. So that's something I can say like it's huge. That's women 30 years ago were not able to hold political positions of power. But right now we see there's more affirmative action towards that. So that's one thing I can say politically. Yes.
For me, I believe is the entrepreneurial aspect. That early back in the day, entrepreneurship was really focused on the male gender, or rather, the female gender were not considered more of risk takers, and the entrepreneurship was a bit overwhelming. That is for some people back in the day.
Yeah.
But I believe in the current
For
era,
some people or for some men. Back
it
in the
depends
day.
on who
Yeah.
you say.
Yeah.
Some male people thought that it was supposed to be for men only, and that since men are considered as leaders, the women were supposed to follow
Yeah.
and become under, not take leadership roles in maybe even companies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so basically in the organization and also in entrepreneurship.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can see there's literally a huge
A
difference
huge difference.
Very huge.
over the years.
Yes.
So would we call this a power shift, or would we call it progress?
I'd say progress because still, I usually say it's a man's world. So ideally, even right now, we are still just fighting to get through. The 2/3 gender rule is still not being implemented as it should. So I'd say not that we are overtaking. It's just progress. It's progress. It's not a takeover.
Yeah.
My opinion. It doesn't feel like a takeover. It feels like progress.
Okay, I second
Yeah.
position that it's a progress based off what we have seen. I can say in the organization sector, we have now CEOs led by women,
Yeah.
and taking business to new perspective, new environment, even going across the borders. And it's something that, okay, there's some people feel they are overshadowed by that. People taking pride and taking action as well. So I would say it's progress.
Okay. Okay. So what does empowerment look like today in society today? We're talking about empowerment. Is this women being empowered? What is this empowerment, and what does it look like today in society?
Okay, so there's been a lot of injustices against women for so long, for so long. So by the time you see the society saying like we need these people empowered, it means that somehow tulikuwa tunafinyiliwa mahali. That's why we
Yeah.
need to be empowered. So empowerment today looks like affirmative action. So for example, affirmative action towards um, like my train of thought has gone kiasi,
It's
but
okay.
it looks like giving even just lowering the bar a bit so that women can access some places that they were not able to access before. So that's what empowerment looks like for me. It looks like also education wise, more women are educated right now. When you look at the data, you can even see like more women are in STEM, science, technology, and the STEM courses. More women are in it. So maybe Frank, you can also, how do you see women empowered around you? What does it look like? Maybe you can help me on that.
I think it varies on the sector, as she has said. I believe in the political sector is still, I wouldn't say 50-50, but it's more like 30-70 rule that's still in play. And also you can see the ballot where if, let's say, a female wants to run as a governor or as a, let's say, any nominated also role, unless there is no fit male to compete with her, he may not or may.
Interesting. Fit.
Yeah. So that's like in the political sector. In the organization sector, it really varies to the perspective of the owner. I would say there are particular CEOs who feel it's easier to dominate women, and I mean dominate, than the male gender, who are considered more of saying out their minds and living work at odd hours as well. And then you'll have also in the hospital industry where they feel we need to have more female as nurses and more male as doctors.
Yeah.
So it's something that I would say still not there yet in different industries. Entrepreneurship, you can say 50-50. I would say that is from my perspective. And in the government sections, it's more 70-30. That's the 70 on the male and 30 on the female. When you're talking about leadership roles here, not just any. So in terms of empowerment, there's also in terms of overprotectiveness.
Yeah.
Those are two different, I would say.
Okay.
In the protective section, that's where it really hurts the nature. I'll say a story. I'll just give a small story where I'm driving. Let's say I'm driving going to, let's say, even Kamakis or anywhere. And I have a female in the
Passenger
passenger.
princess. Yeah.
And then we meet a male police officer. If not, I will be stopped.
Yeah.
Be stopped and asked many questions which are irrelevant, to be honest. Some, not all instances. Some instances, the questions they ask are really relevant to why you're being stopped. And then they will demand something, and you will be obliged to either remove because now you want to protect her. You don't want to seem weak as well. So you remove. Now, if the situation is reversed and I'm in the passenger seat, as the female, and we talk about a male officer, he may stop, but then the female may speak and we may leave without any payment of any sort. So is that being overprotective? I really don't understand.
But you know what,
To be honest,
Frank?
I really don't understand.
It's crazy
It has
how.
happened to me several times.
Yeah.
No
and
problem. But who are the
Clearly
perpetrators of this particular situation?
Yeah.
The same men. The same men you're complaining that they're trying to oppress you
And
are the
this
ones
happens
facilitating all
like
of this.
in different aspects and in different, let's say, I wouldn't say organization per se, but I can also say in
But
terms of
Frank, could you see where the root of what the root of the problem is? Do you see that? Who is the one facilitating all of this? Who is the one letting the woman go?
I know.
Yeah, without merit.
I get you. But if it was a female,
So
the situation would be reversed as well.
Not really.
Yes.
A female police officer
Has
would let a man go and
no, would really cause a big problem on the female as well if she was driving.
Really?
Really, yes. This is something that I've seen a couple of times.
I
wouldn't say it's common, but I'm saying it's still there. It's something that other people have. So it's more of instinctive. Like I'm a male person, so if I like you, I'll let you go. If I don't, whatever case that is.
There's something. Okay, sorry.
This is more of an institution issue than a gender issue, I guess.
Not really. It's perspective. We're here talking about perspective.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's perspective that is really common, and some people don't actually really look into it and really put it in a general term that this is police officer problem. This is a problem on this organization. It's a problem that only faces this particular maybe area. Yeah. Because you might say, where I go, I don't normally face those problems. It's okay.
Yeah.
So it's really about your perspective, a human being, as a male or a female. What is your take?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Joy, there's something you had mentioned earlier.
Yes.
You talked about when it comes to empowerment, especially for women,
Yes.
there's sometimes we need to lower the bar, the standards
Oh,
for
yeah.
women. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah. Why? But
So-
this is something I hear that even when it comes to grading systems, when women are being when it comes to being taken into school.
So that's how affirmative action actually works. So you are not placed at the same pedestal as the other guys because they believe these other people have an advantage over you. So that's where it comes from. Let's be honest, men had an advantage over women for so long, thousands and thousands of years. Just 50 years ago is when we are just trying to catch up. Now we are playing catch up. So to be fair, to be honest, for fairness sake, there has to be somehow for this person who is down here to meet with this person.
Okay.
You have to give them some training wheels, like the same way as you can't expect like a 20-year-old maybe in a profession to be the same as a 40-year-old. There's some affirmative actions that have to be done for this other person to grow. Otherwise, this person wouldn't grow because already there's a disadvantage,
Do you think there's a disadvantage? Women had a disadvantage when, like Joyce is sharing, that we were behind. Yes, it's not like we really didn't have what it took. It's just that maybe we weren't given the opportunity as women to show up in these different spaces. So because when we talk about empowerment, it's giving people power, confidence to show up and make decisions for themselves, right?
Yes.
Unless, yeah.
Let's
Let's share.
barely less than 50 years ago, most women were not educated. They were not even allowed to go to school.
Yeah.
Even if maybe you are born in a family of boys and girls, they'd rather take the boys to school than the women. The women should be go and get married off or something like that. Barely 50 years ago. There are some people here have parents whose mothers didn't go to school because they didn't have that opportunity. There's some people still alive because they're still alive till now. They didn't have those opportunities that we have now. And then I was telling Frank, I think also it depends with where we live. Where we live, we are kind of in a bubble. We live in urban areas, so to say.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from a place of, I'm in an urban area.
Yeah.
When you go to rural areas, you'll get to see now the real deal of how we need to empower more women because there's still a lot of gender imbalance, how homes are run, how the girl child is treated in the rural now sector. There's still those cultural disadvantages towards women. Actually, culture is also another big thing that is putting women down. So that's why I say, lower the bar a bit for women so that we catch up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Frank, what do you think about that statement?
Can you repeat again? Because I think I'm not hearing it clearly.
No, but
The last section.
The bit was, is it fair that for affirmative action to work sometimes, maybe let's say a school, they want people A students, but kuna some areas like Turkana, Nini, it's a hardship area. So if that student scores a B, they'll still accept them, though in reality they need A students. But since this person is from a disadvantaged side, they'll prop the person up because they understand where they have come from. So it's like training wheels. The same with women. So the same with politics. The two-third gender rule, iko hapo, like it's been imposed. Like we have to have like 10 women in every so and so and so, like that. But there's no like we have to have 10 men here, that kind of thing. So she's asking if it's fair that women are given an advantage, a boost of some sort, because by the virtue of that, she's a woman.
Yes and no. The no is I don't feel that it is important to just put the women, like we need 10 women only. We also need the 10 men. I believe the problem here, we need gender equality. Simple as that. Where as you've said, like in Turkana, we might have a female getting a B plus, right? And she's invited to go to one of the top universities out here. And whereas if it's a male, he is required to like find alternative sources of income to be able to go to the same university. So I really don't like that it is mostly envisioned to only favor
women.
the women,
Yeah.
and leave the male gender.
Okay.
Also in organizations, I've seen where in the job description, or rather where you are going to apply and you're told women are encouraged to apply, you ask yourself, why not me? I know maybe it's an organization which is focused on maybe women, and they only want women, but why not employ a male who can give you a different
I can explain why not. They encourage women because in the first place there were no women, so that's why they're encouraging women to apply.
No. So
Yeah,
if I'm a male candidate, I should not apply for that job.
Because there are enough of you guys there, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Joy is saying there's enough of men. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, welcome. We are talking about the overrated gender. And so tumeanza establish it's like it's the women who are being over protected, over empowered. Would you say we can use the word over empowered? Frank, do you think you can use the word over empowered?
Okay, empowering and protective.
Is there such a thing as actually over empowering women at this point? Because I feel like,
yes.
Low key.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
You at home joining us online, tell us, do you think there's such a thing as over empowerment? Make sure to just comment hapo. Tuambie. Yeah, tuambie. And as you comment, make sure to like, share. Usiache hii conversation ipite watu wengi. Let your friends also know we are here having this conversation, because this is a conversation that's way overdue. And make sure to also subscribe so that you can be able to interact with us more and keep us, on your timeline at 5484 Media. And as we continue this conversation, we've said when it comes to over empowering, you said ish, low key, there's such a thing.
Correct.
But we're talking about something you've mentioned, equality. If we're looking for equality when it comes to empowerment, why don't we just level the playing field? Tuache tu focusing just on the women, making sure we have women reps, lowering bars, as Joy is saying, just to, cater for the women's needs. But before you answer that, I'd like us to just take a short break and we will be back. But make sure you let us know, do you think that women are being over-empowered, and is it at the cost of men?
Majina ni James Kenyori Rongo, na hiyo topic ya sana kuwa empowered sana. Mimi naona is a 50-50 ratio, because most of the men do tuna empower women. So yeah, it's a 50-50 ratio. Na lakini wanaume tungangane tujiempower, we empower each other.
Sama kuna incentives mingi zimewekwa zinaangalia well-being ya ladies, na maboy child pia wanakuanga na challenges zao, so kuna venye wanajihandle inakani kama wako nje. Pia kuna kuanga na machama, alafu pia kuna hizi ma NGO sana zimetoka majuu, zina deal na stories za madem. I think kuna ziko kadhaa. I think kina Bill na Melinda na kina Oprah ngaji pia wako kwa maskandal, but ni kitu inajulikana. So ya madem naweza pata an example kadhaa. Maboys labda kuchukua loan kwa bank, hiyo ndo najua maboys.
Okay.
I believe the empowerment is something that we work on personally, because all the opportunities we have are equally available to everybody, be it a man, be it a woman. So it's all upon us. What is it that motivates you If I'm personally motivated, I'll go out there and do what I need to do. And like a man who will just feel like I'm entitled to something, so he'll just sit there and be sluggish. So if I'm empowered, it's out of my own hard work, out of my own kujituma. It's not like I was empowered by anyone. Chances happens to all us, but it's all upon the decision that you make. So if you want to be empowered, you don't have to necessarily wait for someone. It's upon you. What kind of empowerment are you talking about? What is it that I really need to do as Elizabeth, unlike what he really needs to do as John?
Welcome back. We're very sorry for that. That was just a technical issue, but we're here. We're very much here. Just keep commenting, keep sharing your thoughts and what you think about the overpowerment, over empowerment of women, and is it at the cost of men? And men, tuambieni, mnafeel aje about these women who are over empowered and whatnot? And as we continue this conversation, we're with Joy and Frank here. We've been having this amazing conversation, and we were just talking about, we're sharing when it comes to women or men. I shared about how my baba said he doesn't go home early because his woman is very over empowered. Like, he challenges him, and he feels like there's an imbalance when it comes to who has the final say in some way. And so I was asking, how is this over empowerment, as we are putting it, affecting men today?
And as I was saying, it really affects a lot of men out here. And when it comes to marriage, as I was saying, where we are having that the male child getting paid peanut, whereas the lady is getting paid 2, 3, even 4 times whatever the male counterpart is. But still, the male child is required by the society to provide for the family, to be the head of the family, to make decisions for the family, to do all that. Under the pressure of the society as well, and also the economy. And you see the conversational chair in Akwanga. Pesa of the lady is for herself, for upkeep.
Yeah, pesa yake ni yake.
Pesa
Yako
Ni yetu.
pesa yangu ni yetu. And
Yeah.
hii pesa yetu, it cannot even maybe sustain us for the month.
Yeah.
So it makes us go extreme, to extreme measures, to extreme lengths, to look for alternatives so that we can at least meet. And also when it comes to some certain decisions, in that case, it feels like you can't tell me anything. Why? Why are you telling me, I can't go out? Are you paid?
Yeah.
So it makes you feel like you're becoming a house pet in your own house. Something that really cannot be tolerated. It cannot be tolerated.
Cannot. In
be
bold.
tolerated. Yeah. But I believe also in compromise, if there is an understanding between both parties. Me and my wife are able to understand each other. That's something that can be overlooked, and also can be able to, we can be able to talk and advise and see how we can grow each other.
Okay.
So do you think?
So for me, you actually asked, can we be equal? So I think there's a lot of resistance from the men's side on that equality matter. They don't want us to be equal.
Yeah.
So this is also highly informed by culture. So it's just a matter of culture and society. So you have a wife, she's a CEO. She's being treated a certain way wherever she works, a level of authority. Then when she comes back home, she has to level down, apparently. So I don't know, this equal thing, I don't know whether we'll get to some day when we can be able to agree that we can be equal, but I feel like there's a resistance mostly from men, and which is informed by culture and society on not wanting to be equal. Yeah. So as Frank has said, like he's feeling like a house help in his own house.
Yeah.
But what if the woman also feels as a house
House
whatever
help, yeah.
whatever the roles are reversed, because nobody wants to feel like a house help. But I talk to my most women friends of mine, and they usually want a partnership from a relationship, but they're not getting that. There's a lot of resistance. If she says like, for me, I'm not comfortable doing certain chores, that man will start looking like, yeah, this chores thing is your role.
Yeah.
But the woman is like, no, who said it is my role, you know? So those gender roles being informed by culture is one huge factor that challenges this, makes men fear this empowerment thing, I guess. So for me, I think, do we want equality?
Yeah.
Or what do we want? Yes.
Do
I-
we? Do you think women want
Me,
equality?
me, I believe in compromise.
Yeah.
As I said, compromise involves not necessarily equality, but understanding. Where, let's say, we are talking about the which aspect? Say, for example, the mechanical engineering aspect, where a lot of mechanics out here are male and the female. And if you find a female mechanic, like 1 in 1 million, or you know, so do we need more female in that particular sector? Maybe not. So it's a matter of compromise where maybe this particular sector we feel we are more likely to not only survive but even elevate ourselves. And maybe in this particular sector we are unable to elevate ourselves to where we want to be.
Yeah.
So if we are able to understand, this is more of a personal decision that affects the community at large. But if you look it in the community aspect where you don't have females here, why? Females are not being empowered in the mechanical sector.
Why?
You're speaking out of ignorance because you don't understand what happens in that particular sector for you to, for that particular mechanic to be able to maybe earn millions.
Yeah.
And if such has ever happened, you understand my point. So if you are able to understand the sector, understand what it takes, don't speak in the general terms, but speak as an individual. Am I comfortable in that particular sector as a lady? Am I comfortable? Will I achieve my goal in that particular sector? Yes or no? So, is the opportunity available for you to be a mechanic? Yes, why not? Also, let's say in the small thing like, let's say in the barber shop, how many female barbers have we seen? Not as much.
Yeah.
Is there a rule where it says we don't need females in this particular sector? No. So it's a matter of taking the opportunity, but not saying there is no opportunity. You should take
But
that
Frank, in
opportunity.
reality,
If it works for you, why not? If it doesn't, so be it.
in reality, kwa ground, the women face a lot of resistance, and then there's, I think you have to go now over that, because let's say they see a woman mechanic, somebody won't trust her, number one. Nasema ati, ni mama anatengeneza gari yangu. Hapana, haiwezekani. There's that. So imagine maybe a woman is in that profession and then such resistances. So it's not as easy as, if you want to be a barber, you can just go be a barber. If you want to be a mechanic, you can just go be a mechanic.
But that's where now the conversation needs to be going. But if there is no that attempt, you can't say that this thing, I'm not empowered in this particular sector. I'm empowered in this particular sector. I'm not empowered here. I'm empowered here. Because it's different. You see, it's the same. Sorry.
It's okay, guys. It's okay.
Sorry, my phone.
Okay.
As I was saying, it is a matter of perspective and taking action. I trust it is not easy. And also in the male perspective, it is also not easy. Let's say which particular aspect. Let's say I want to be a nurse. Maybe I go. I'm just taking nurse as an option here. I'm not saying like it's the only sector which is dominated by women.
Yeah.
I'm just taking as an example. And I go to a hospital where maybe 90% are ladies. Will I feel some type of way? Yes. So it's a matter of, will I be able to conquer it? Yes or no? Probably not. As I was saying, also the entrepreneur aspect, that is what happened. Women started taking it slowly. And I know it has not gone to that extreme level where we can say now it's 50-50. It's still catching up. But as long as you don't take the action, don't expect results.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and there's risk in every aspect.
Yeah.
Every place you try to achieve your goals. So if you don't have the grit, you don't have the will to survive and to grow and to change the people's perspective, why not? Because as you have asked in the female, if I want to be a female mechanic, people start saying, this lady, I don't trust her. She cannot do the same job that this other mechanic does. Why not change that road? Why not go there? Just take one at a time. I'm just saying as an
Me, I can give a woman my car to fix,
Yeah.
but now other people, you know.
Yeah, but it just starts one step at a time. That's what I say. Changing perspective does not happen overnight.
Yeah.
It has to happen
But-
gradually.
You know,
So for us to achieve that equality people want at that particular level. But for now, I believe compromise is the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Wow, guys, I don't know if you guys are following through, but we're getting really interesting insights over here. Even as we take a short break, I'd like you to just share with us, let us know, do you think there's a clash between roles of the women and the men right now, that women are being empowered and showing up in this, they have the grit as Frank is putting it here? Let us know, pale kwa comment section, but we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back.
I'm Sharon Kimeu. Personally, I'd say women are being empowered more than the boy child, because many foundations have been brought up, and as someone said that there are equal opportunities, but the equal opportunities doesn't necessarily mean the boy child can access those, because there are no foundations that are there for the men, and that's limiting to them, which is a bit tricky and it discourages them. Yeah.
Mimi naitwa Isaac Mwangangi. Wasichana siku hizi wako more empowered kuliko vijana. Such that wasichana wengi hawataka mambo ya kuolewa, hawataki kuolewa, wanataka kujikalisha. Ndio mtu anataka kukaa single, hawataki mambo ya familia, ati mtu aanze kupewa stress na vijana. Anataka kukaa single, anataka kulea, kama ni watoto wale watoto wao kivyao. Hizi kila mmoja anataka kutumia pesa yake na kujikeep financially, hataki kutegemea wengine. Hiyo ndio kitu ya muhimu na sana wako nayo. Hataki kupewa stress na watu, mtu anataka kujikeep financially stable. Vijana wengine wengi siku hizi wengi siku hizi wamejiingiza kwa hii mambo ya madawa ya kulevi sana. Sasa siku hizi vijana wako stable vile, hawataki kazi hawataki kufanya, lakini hii mambo ya kujienjoy wanataka sana. Hiyo ndio iko kitu yao.
Partly I can say, yeah, I really do think they are being empowered more, because if you look at how the society treats women, especially during their young ages, and as opposed to how it's treating men, you will find that young women have significant advantage as compared to the young man. For instance, if you look at job roles, for like right now, if a young man, maybe let's say 20s, goes to look for a job, he's demanded to give up like experience. There's so many things he really needs to give out. But as for women, if you go to a job interview and you are pleasant to look at, the things you're actually being asked to give are very minor. You are not asked for years of experience, and I think it's a good thing, because even me, if I was employing someone, I would definitely employ somebody who looks nice. And for men, it is bad, it is hard, but I believe that's just how it's supposed to be.
We've narrowed it down to being pleasantly looking. Now that's when you're getting a job. Women, is this true? Men, is this true? Are you the ones giving pleasantly looking women jobs? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for joining us and staying with us through this conversation. It's been such an insightful conversation here with Frank and Joy. And man, we are here to shift perspectives and change perspectives. As Frank had said earlier, it takes time. And here at 5484, we do it one conversation at a time. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. For these conversations will help you reshape how you think, help you to look at the world in a very different way that will definitely be for you and not against you. Will help you to, add some value in your life, and not only for you and to others. So make sure you share. And when they do, you like, comment, tell us what you think about these things we are saying here, what you've seen the people in the streets are saying. Do you agree? Let us know. Even as we wind up, I'd like us to just share our closing remarks, and I'd like you to tell us, yeah, how does a healthy empowerment balance look like between men and women? That men don't feel like, yeah, women are too over empowered, and women also don't feel like they are too, wanna skuma the men aside. How does healthy empowerment really look like?
Okay, maybe we should start looking at it from a point of we are all human beings, That let's just start with there. Let's not see like this other person is better than this other person. We can start from there. Now from there we can now build up. Not like the other person feeling like I'm better than men are better than women, or women are better than men. Nobody's better than the other. So let's start from there. Women need men, men need women. Now, on the flip side, patriarchy is still alive and well. A lot of women are still going through a lot of oppressions in this world. A lot of women. Me sitting here, I'm sitting from a point of privilege in regards to maybe how I was raised. I had a very liberal father and all that, but still, a lot of women are under cultural chains that makes them not able to live their fullest lives because, oh, a woman can't do this, a woman can't do that. I don't know what. We're just human beings. How can you start imposing that you're a woman, you can't do it? No. So that's why I fight for women empowerment still. We are still behind. Most of us, what we are seeing is the progress that has been made, but we still have a lot to do. So I'm still for, let's keep on empowering women. Let's not forget the boy child also. We are all human beings. Let's start from there and support each other, grow together. Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
My last remarks will be, let's provide the same opportunities that we provide the ladies or the girl child. Let's also provide the same opportunities to the male child. Irrespective of the community, irrespective of the race, irrespective of where they're coming from. Or I speak to all the employers, to the employees, to all the citizens out there, that we should look at the male and the female as partners, where if an opportunity presents itself, I judge based on merit, not based on whether he or she, is a he or a she. Because if we proceed in that particular angle, we'll be able to at least demolish this, whatever we are calling over empowering.
Yeah.
And if we provide the same opportunities also to the boy child, we empower them from as young as even 5 years old, provide them the same opportunity, the same care. Also, we provide them the same place where they can be able to grow, and not looking at the society where they have to be strong every time. Because not everyone is equal. That we have to put it out there. So if we say men are usually strong, we term it as a general term where if you see a male child crying, it's a crime. But if you see a female or a girl child crying, then you offer help. But on this other side, you just pat him in the back and tell him, take care, my brother.
Unaambiwa take care, unaambiwa kausha. Wewe ni mwanaume.
Unalia nini?
Yeah, unalia.
Everything will be okay. But you see, if we start treating all these situations with care and without, looking at is he a male or is he a female? Where is he coming from? All those. We need to treat them the same way. So that's where I'm coming.
All right. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for joining us today. It was lovely having you two here. You were such great company, very smart people, great insights. Karibuni to Gen 2027 again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for those who've joined us online. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And the conversation doesn't end here. Tuendelee pale kwa, comment section. Let us know. Do you think women are really being over-empowered? And men, is it costing you something? Tell us, how are you dealing with these women who are so over-empowered? Please let us know on the comment section at 5484 Media on our platforms. Make sure to also subscribe. As you said, one conversation at a time. We are changing perspectives here at 5484 Media. Make sure to also share. Usiache perspective yako ichangewe, because if it's only yours that's being changed, how are we going to make an impact not only in Kenya but in Africa at large? And tell these stories, how beautiful Africa is, And I like to extend an invitation. If you are Ayapa like me, fluent in Japanese, this platform is yours. Let us come and have this conversation. So just comment Gen 2027 and someone will reach out to you and we will plan for you to be here and we will have this conversation. Let us reshape the perspective of what people think of Africa, what people think of overpowered women, what people think of men, and just everything at large, anything that just affects you. I have been your host, Naomi Wandia. Again, musikose kushare. Yeah. Like, and share. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time.